He has never found peace from the pain of losing his wife. 12 years have passed, yet the wound in his heart still throbs as fiercely as the first day. He always keeps her photograph close. In it, she wears the crescent moon pendant, its emerald gem gleaming, a symbol of their eternal love. The picture was taken in an elegant restaurant. One evening, his son Ethan tugs at his arm. His voice trembles as he points toward the waitress. "Dad, her pendant, it's exactly like Mom's." James Whitmore, the millionaire at the helm of a real estate empire, slowly turns around. When his eyes land on the pendant around the waitress's neck, time seems to freeze. It's not just the unique jewelry of his long-lost wife. Her face carries a familiarity that tears at his soul. Is this a miracle, or a dark secret waiting to be unveiled? Join us to explore James's emotional journey at 30 Millionaire Stories. Don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss these thrilling, mysterious, and love-filled millionaire tales. James Whitmore stands at the pinnacle of power. He's the CEO of Whitmore Properties, a billion-dollar real estate empire. His presence exudes perfection in tailored, expensive suits. Yet behind his piercing, cold eyes lies a heart scarred with wounds. 12 years ago, on a treacherous mountain road in Colorado, the car of his beloved wife, Emily, plummeted into the abyss. No body, no clues. Only her purse lay abandoned by the broken guardrail. James poured millions into the search, hiring the best rescue teams, but every effort was futile, as if the mountain had swallowed all traces of her. He raised Ethan alone. The 5-year-old boy from back then is now a 17-year-old teenager, both of them bound by a silent grief. Every year, father and son visit the empty memorial on the cliffside. They place white flowers and whisper prayers for a miracle that never comes. Ethan, with eyes as sharp as his mother's, no longer accepts the silence. He starts asking questions James dreads to face. "Dad, why couldn't they find Mom? The guardrail showed signs of another car, but the police never followed up. Something's wrong, isn't it?" James, cornered, can only respond in a low, sorrowful tone. "These mountains don't easily give back what they take, son." But deep down, he knows Ethan is right. There's a hidden truth, a mystery he's tried to bury to shield himself and his son. He wants to avoid reopening old wounds, yet Ethan's doubts burn like an unquenchable flame. Then, one evening at Granny Betty's, a small diner on the outskirts, fate comes knocking. Father and son sit in a corner. The warm, golden light glows on weathered wooden walls. A young waitress named Hope Carson approaches, carrying a basket of steaming cornbread. Her smile is gentle, but her eyes carry an inexplicable sadness, as if hiding a story no one knows. As she leans to set the basket on the table, the pendant around her neck glints under the light. A crescent moon with an emerald at its center. On the gem, a tiny teardrop-shaped scratch, the unmistakable mark of Emily's family, a jewel James could never mistake. That emerald once adorned Emily's wedding ring, passed down through 3 generations. James himself placed it around her neck on their wedding day. James's heart seems to stop. His blood feels like it's freezing. His breath grows heavy. He stares at Hope, searching her face for the familiar features of Emily. Could it be her, his lost wife, standing before him, alive but under a stranger's name? Or is this a cruel trick of fate, a coincidence that reopens old wounds? Ethan, seated beside him, notices the change in his father's expression. He follows James's gaze, Though he doesn't yet understand, he senses the sudden weight in the air. Hope, seemingly unaware of the tension, offers another smile and walks away. She leaves James grappling with a flood of questions. He tries to stay calm, but his mind is in turmoil. How could a stranger wear Emily's pendant? Does Hope know the story behind the gem? Or is it merely a chance possession? James can't take his eyes off her. He watches every gesture, every step, desperate for a sign to confirm or dispel his instincts. Ethan, though silent, begins to focus on the waitress, his gaze sharper than ever. He feels this evening will change everything. The mystery of his mother, which he's probed for years, may soon unravel. James clenches his fists under the table, fighting the urge to confront her on the spot. He knows he needs time, he needs more information before acting. But deep within, a faint spark of hope, one he thought long extinguished, begins to flicker. Did Emily truly die in that crash? Or is there another truth waiting to be uncovered? And if Hope Carson is indeed Emily, why has she returned with a new identity? What could have driven her to abandon him and Ethan for 12 long years? The answers, whatever they may be, won't come easily. James knows this quest for truth could shatter everything he's built to protect his heart and his son. 500 miles from Colorado, in the bustling city of Nashville, Hope Carson leads a quiet life, yet it's steeped in mystery. She's a single mother to Riley, an 11-year-old girl with an innate talent for mathematics, solving complex equations that stun even her teachers. Hope works at Granny Betty's, a warm, small diner where she was taken in by the owner, Betty. Betty, rough around the edges but with a heart of gold, has been Hope's anchor for 12 years. One fateful night, Betty found Hope on a deserted road, her body bloodied, pregnant, and without a single memory. All Hope had was a crescent moon pendant, its emerald gleaming, as if it held a story she herself couldn't recall. Nightmares plague Hope without end. In her dreams, she plummets into endless darkness. A child's heart-wrenching cries pierce the silence, and a name, Ethan, echoes relentlessly, like a call from a past wiped clean. When pain surges, Hope instinctively touches the pendant. Her fingers trace the emerald, as if it's the key to a locked door of memory. She doesn't know its origin, but it feels familiar, like a fragment of who she was before everything faded. Riley, wise beyond her years, sees her mother grappling with the voids in her heart. One day, watching Hope finger the pendant with a faraway look, Riley says, "You get sad when you touch it, don't you, Mom?" Hope manages a strained smile. She doesn't know how to respond, for she can't grasp why her heart feels so heavy. Betty, who watches over Hope like a mother, rarely speaks of the past. When Hope dares to ask about the night she was found, Betty shakes her head. "Some wounds are better left alone, dear." Her words, though soft, carry a warning, as if she knows something but chooses silence. Hope has learned to accept her present life. She pours herself into raising Riley and working at the diner, finding brief peace in customers' smiles. But deep inside, she can't stop questioning who she is, and why her past is a dark, unanswered void. Then, one evening, when James and Ethan walk into Granny Betty's, everything shifts. Hope, as always, brings a basket of cornbread to their table, her professional smile in place. But when her eyes meet James's, a chill races down her spine. He stares at her as if seeing a ghost. His eyes brim with shock and pain. Ethan, the teenager beside him, watches her with curiosity, as if searching for something. Hope's heart pounds. A nameless fear rises within. She doesn't know them, yet their gazes make her feel she's brushed against a shard of her past. As she retreats to the kitchen, her hand clutches the pendant, as if it could shield her from the unease swelling inside. After her shift, Betty pulls Hope aside, her voice low and stern. "Stay away from those two, Hope. They're trouble." The warning stuns Hope. Why would Betty say this? What danger do James and Ethan hold? And why does Betty, who shuns the past, suddenly speak out? Hope wants to press further, but Betty's firm gaze silences her. At home, she sits by Riley, watching her daughter dive into math homework. But her mind replays the man from the diner. His face, his eyes, the name Ethan, all feel like pieces of a puzzle she can't solve. That night, the nightmare returns, sharper than ever. A child's cries, an endless fall, and the name Ethan, ringing like a desperate plea. Hope wakes, soaked in sweat, her hand still gripping the pendant. She knows she can't keep running. Despite Betty's warning, despite the terror of what the past might hold, she must find the truth. James and Ethan, whoever they are, seem to hold a piece of the answer. But what frightens Hope most isn't what she might uncover. It's the chance that the truth could shatter the tranquil life she's fought to build for herself and Riley. James can't sleep. The image of Hope Carson, her face so achingly like Emily's, haunts every corner of his mind. Her eyes, her smile, and the crescent moon pendant with its emerald marked by a teardrop scratch, all feel like fragments of the wife he thought was gone forever. Unable to bear it any longer, James picks up the phone. He calls Jack Thompson, a private investigator who once worked on Emily's case. Thompson was forced off the investigation 12 years ago. He asked too many sensitive questions. "Jack, I think Emily's alive," James says. His voice trembles as if he can't believe his own words. Thompson, with weary but sharp eyes, doesn't hesitate. "Send me everything you have on this woman," he replies, his tone low but resolute. Thompson dives in immediately. He discovers that Hope Carson appeared in Nashville on the very day Emily vanished. Hospital records show she was admitted with severe head trauma. She had complete amnesia and was 8 weeks pregnant. In her delirious state at the hospital, she repeatedly screamed the name Ethan, as if it were the only thread tying her to a lost past. Thompson sends James the report, along with a question. "Are you sure you want to dig deeper? The truth might not be what you hope for." James clutches the report. His heart pounds. Could Hope truly be Emily? And if so, why is she living under a new identity, having forgotten him and Ethan? Meanwhile, Ethan, driven by the curiosity and determination he inherited from his mother, can't stay idle. He sneaks into his father's office storage. It's where James keeps old documents. After hours of searching, Ethan finds Emily's old diary, its leather cover worn and tattered. The yellowed pages reveal disturbing details. Emily had uncovered a massive money laundering scheme run through Whitmore Properties. She meticulously noted shady transactions, names involved, and one ringleader, Garrett, the brother of Vanessa Brooks, the company's CFO. The final page, scribbled hastily on the day Emily disappeared, makes Ethan's heart clench. Confronted Garrett. He threatened me. Must tell James tonight. And the baby. 8 weeks. Ethan is stunned. His mother was pregnant when she vanished. His mind races with a bold thought. Riley, the math genius he met at school, with eyes just like his mother's. Could she be his sister? James and Ethan, though unspoken, quietly follow Hope. They visit Granny Betty's more often. They watch her from afar, searching for any sign that she's Emily. But each time they get closer, Betty, the diner's owner, steps in. She greets them with a forced smile, her eyes cold, as if guarding a deadly secret. Once, when Ethan tries to talk to Hope, Betty appears instantly, her voice sweet but firm. "She's got a lot to do, kid." Ethan senses the tension in her tone. He knows Betty is more than just a diner owner. Meanwhile, Vanessa Brooks, Whitmore Properties' CFO and James's new fiancée, grows suspicious. She accidentally discovers James has contacted Thompson and hired him to investigate Hope. Alarmed, she calls her brother, Garrett, the man Emily suspected 12 years ago. In a dimly lit room, Garrett whispers, his voice icy, "If Emily's alive, we lose everything, Vanessa." She smiles, a chilling smile, her hand resting on her stomach. A new secret she carries, a card that could change it all. Vanessa knows if Hope is truly Emily, the money laundering scandal from years ago will be exposed. Neither she nor Garrett will escape justice. James, torn between hope and fear, feels he's standing on a precipice. Each new clue about Hope makes him want to believe Emily is alive, yet he dreads that the truth could destroy the life he's built for Ethan. He looks at his son, now grown. He wonders if he should share his suspicions. Ethan, however, grows more determined. He tucks his mother's diary into his pocket. His eyes burn with resolve. He knows Riley, Hope, and the secrets of Whitmore Properties are connected. He won't stop until he uncovers the truth. But neither James nor Ethan realizes that, in the shadows, Garrett and Vanessa are quietly plotting. They'll do whatever it takes to ensure the past stays buried forever. Fate guides Hope Carson to the old house of James Whitmore. It's where she once lived as Emily. The house, though dusted with time, still breathes memories of days gone by. Every corner, every framed photo on the wall, they pierce like needles, stirring fragmented memories in her mind. Hope moves slowly. Her trembling hands touch familiar objects. She pauses at the bookshelf. An old copy of Peter Pan leans there, its worn cover still bearing Emily's handwritten note. "To my dearest Ethan, who taught me to believe in magic." The inscription brings tears to Hope's eyes. Memories flood back like a torrent. Ethan's bright laughter, nights reading stories to him. And then, the heart-wrenching pain of that final day, when everything dissolved into darkness. The memories grow sharper. They cut deeper. Hope sees herself on a rugged Colorado mountain road, facing Garrett, a man she once trusted. She recalls their heated argument, his cold voice as she threatened to expose the money laundering scheme at Whitmore Properties, Garrett's condescending smile, as if she were a pawn easily discarded, remains vivid in her mind. Then she remembers Vanessa's call, her sweet but calculating tone, luring her to that fateful mountain road. "She pushed me into the abyss," Hope whispers. Her voice chokes as the memory of the car plunging into the depths resurfaces. She feels the pain again, the panic, and the faint awareness of the child in her womb. Riley. Hope knows she can't delay any longer. She goes to the Whitmore Properties office. It was once the heart of the empire she and James built. Standing in the luxurious room, she senses the truth unfolding. The final memories crystallize. She had uncovered shady deals, numbers that didn't add up, and Garrett and Vanessa's roles in it all. She planned to tell James that night, but Vanessa acted first. As Hope stands there, piecing together the last fragments, the office door swings open. Vanessa Brooks steps in, her eyes sharp as a blade.
"Emily Whitmore, back from the dead," she says.
Her voice drips with sarcasm, her lips curling into a venomous smile. Vanessa admits she knows Hope's true identity, but she denies any role in the accident years ago, her words smooth as a rehearsed speech. Before Hope can respond, Garrett appears, his face etched with defeat. "It's over, Vanessa," he says, his voice low and weary. In a sudden moment, Garrett confesses everything. The massive money laundering scheme, the plan to eliminate Emily when she learned the truth, and his panic when he discovered she was pregnant. He recounts how Vanessa orchestrated luring Emily to the mountain road, pushing her car into the ravine to hide their crimes. Garrett, though not the one who acted, was complicit through his silence. He helped cover it up for 12 years. His confession slices through the heavy air like a knife. Vanessa, in a fury, clings to her last shred of power. She places a hand on her stomach, her eyes defiant. "I'm carrying James's child," she declares, as if it's her final card to hold him and protect herself. But Hope, now fully reclaimed as Emily, is no longer the vulnerable woman of 12 years ago. She steps forward, her gaze steady, her voice calm but cutting. "You stole 12 years from me, Vanessa. 12 years I couldn't hold Ethan, couldn't watch my son grow. But I'm back, and I won't let you take anything more." Her words are not just a challenge. They affirm that Emily Whitmore has truly returned, stronger than ever. Vanessa steps back. Her face twists with rage and fear. Garrett, with the look of a man resigned to defeat, lowers his head. Hope stands there, in the room that once symbolized her life. She feels the weight of the truth. She knows the road ahead won't be easy. She must face James, Ethan, and Riley, the girl born of love and pain from that lost time. But this time, she's unafraid. Emily Whitmore is back, and she will fight for the life, the family, and the justice she deserves. The trial of Vanessa Brooks is a fierce legal battle. Truth clashes with lies woven from ambition and guilt. Hope, now recognized as Emily Whitmore, steps onto the witness stand, her demeanor calm, her eyes resolute. She recounts the painful memories of that fateful night 12 years ago. Vanessa lured her to a Colorado mountain road and pushed her car into the abyss. Emily's voice, though trembling with emotion, remains clear and strong. She relives every detail. Vanessa's calculated phone call, the moment the car lost control, the despair of believing she'd never see Ethan again. The jury listens. Some cannot hide their tears at her story. Vanessa, 7 months pregnant, sits at the defendant's table. Her frail appearance is a ploy to stir sympathy from the jury. She denies every accusation, her voice sweet, but her sharp eyes betray her panic. Yet the evidence presented by Jack Thompson, James's private investigator, shatters her defenses. Photographs of Emily's car reveal signs of deliberate impact. Financial records expose the money laundering scheme through Whitmore Properties, and Garrett's testimony, the accomplice who confessed everything, delivers the fatal blow. Garrett, his face heavy with regret, confirms Vanessa planned Emily's murder to conceal their crimes. He remained silently complicit for years. The jury takes only hours to reach a verdict. Vanessa is sentenced to 18 years in prison. It's a victory, but a bitter one, for her innocent child will be born and raised behind bars. After the trial, Emily, James, Ethan, and Riley begin their journey to heal as a family. Though 12 years were stolen, love and perseverance draw them close. Ethan, now a 17-year-old young man, finds solace in embracing his mother. He once thought she was lost forever. Riley, the 11-year-old math prodigy, slowly accepts Emily not just as her mother, but as a bridge to a past she never knew. James, who lived with the pain and guilt of failing to protect his wife, now finds hope in rebuilding their family. Aurora, Vanessa, and James's daughter, is welcomed into their loving arms. Though she carries the complex weight of the past, Aurora becomes a symbol of healing, a reminder that love can overcome the deepest wounds. One peaceful afternoon, the family visits a mountain memorial. It was built to honor Betty, the gruff but kind-hearted woman who saved Emily 12 years ago. Standing before the simple stone plaque, Emily feels Betty's presence. She gave her a second chance at life. She removes the crescent moon pendant from her neck. Its emerald glints in the sunlight, bearing the teardrop scratch, the mark of her family. With gentle hands, Emily splits the pendant in two. She gives one half to Ethan, the other to Riley. "You are the bridge between past and present," she says. Tears shimmer on her cheeks. One half for Emily, who lived and loved you, and one half for Hope, who fought to return. Ethan grips his piece tightly. His eyes brim with emotion, feeling his mother's presence in every moment. Riley, though young, understands the pendant is more than jewelry. It's a symbol of her mother's journey. The family stands hand in hand, gazing at Colorado's majestic mountains. Gentle winds blow through. They carry whispers of the past, but now they hold no fear. Emily knows their journey isn't over. Hard days lie ahead, questions remain, and wounds need time to heal. But she also knows that with James, Ethan, Riley, and Aurora by her side, she has the strength to face it all. The pendant, now divided, is a promise they'll never lose each other again, no matter how harsh fate may be. In that moment, under the radiant sunset, they are not just a reunited family. They are a living testament to the power of love, patience, and forgiveness. On a Colorado mountain, the sunset casts a radiant golden glow over the serene landscape. Hope stands beside James. Baby Aurora nestles in her arms, her gentle breaths a reminder of life's persistence. Behind them, Ethan and Riley laugh and play. Their clear voices echo through the vast expanse. Ethan's eyes sparkle with joy. Riley, with her keen sensitivity, seems to grasp the profound meaning of this moment. Around Aurora's neck, a new pendant, two crescent moons intertwined, crafted from Emily's emerald, gleams in the fading sunlight. It's more than jewelry. It's a symbol of a family reunited, a promise of a future woven from past and present. Hope gazes at her family. She feels the convergence of two selves within her. Emily Whitmore, the woman who loved Ethan with all her heart, and Hope Carson, who fought through darkness to reclaim herself. She no longer needs to choose between identities. Loss and love have forged her into a stronger whole. The stolen years, the nightmares of that fateful fall, the pain of missing Ethan's childhood, all are soothed now by the presence of those she cherishes most. Their story is no perfect fairy tale. Scars remain, both in their hearts and memories. Vanessa, though convicted, lingers as a faint shadow, a reminder of the wounds this family endured. Aurora, Vanessa's daughter, is now part of them, but she carries a complex story, a truth they'll face together in time. Yet this family found each other through the darkness. They overcame lies and betrayal. Hope recalls Betty's words, the woman who saved her 12 years ago. Truth has a weight lies can't carry. Those words echo in every heartbeat, a steadfast truth she holds dear. As the sun dips behind the mountains, moonlight begins to weave through. It illuminates the path ahead. Hope feels a peace she hasn't known in years. She looks at James, the man who never stopped searching for her, and gratitude fills her for his unwavering love. She sees Ethan and Riley, her children, bridges between past and present, and knows they'll always drive her forward. Aurora, with her clear, innocent eyes, is a symbol of healing, a chance to rewrite their story. As they leave the mountain, their steps light on the trail. The moonlight paints a clear path. Hope senses Emily somewhere, smiling, whispering through the breeze, "You did it, my loves." That message is more than comfort. It's a call to action. Live well, love deeply, move forward. That's the sweetest revenge against what tried to tear them apart. With each step, Hope and her family carry the strength of truth, love, and patience, ready to face any challenge the future brings. What do you think of James and Hope's story? Would you dare confront the past to reclaim your future? Leave a comment, hit like, and share with loved ones across the United States. Discover more emotional millionaire stories.